and welcome. This is an unplanned video and it's an update on yesterday's video on the off-centre walnut bowl. Two things have been worrying me at work today, or concerning me at work today. I've got two main streams of questions, if you like, so I thought I'd answer them today. I've just finished work and I've just come into the workshop and I'm going to do this quick video. The most important thing was an alternative method of actually mounting the bowl for turning, and quite a few people said, oh, we'll try it, and to save the wastage, we have the bowl there, making a deep hollow in the foot would be to use a glue block. Now, my initial reaction to everybody that said that was, I wouldn't advise it, because I don't think that a glue up situation would be man enough to handle the off-centre part of the turning. However, I had an email from a guy called Brad Nielsen, and excuse me using my phone, but I will read you the email. And the reason I'm doing that is I appreciate Brad getting back to me or making a comment. So I'll read you word for word what Brad answered to me with regards to some comments I made about not using a glue block. In the case of off-centre turning, in order to facilitate better safety, I turn a shallow mortise in the piece and a corresponding tenon on the glue block. While turning, I cut the speed down to around 500 to 600 RPMs and use the tailstock for as long as possible. It has worked very well for me. I haven't lost a piece in over 10 years of turning. Either way, keep having fun and be safe, mate. Great. A great response. All I can say to that is that if Brad has used that method for 10 years, then maybe I was being overcautious, and a glue block, providing, in my opinion again, that the wood is dry and the glue block is dry. No wet wood, because the glue will not hold as strong as it would or would need to. So basically what you would do would be, let's just say, a much shallower mortise there, yeah, on your blank. This is the unturned blank, and then a small tenon on the glue block, and then you would glue that into your blank. And then I assume you would then attach your glue block to a faceplate, because you have to have a faceplate, as far as I can see, to be able to do the off-centre turning. Again, hopefully, if there's another method of doing it, I mean, if you've got a wobble chuck or whatever, you can do it on that, but without a wobble chuck or an off-centre turning chuck, that's the only way I can see it being done. It has to be a faceplate to enable to reattach the bowl to turn the dish part. So that's as we stand at the moment. Using a glue block is safe, apparently. Tom Scandian sent me a message and posted on Woodchuckers, which is a group on Facebook which I'm a member of. He did a lovely off-centre bowl as a result of seeing my video, and he used a glue block as well. So it is possible. So I will partially retract my initial statements regarding that. I hope that's clear. Is there another method of turning off the foot, getting rid of the screw holes, or even turning off the base, other than using button jaws or coal jaws? Yes, there is. The method that I would have had to have used on a bowl any bigger than this, 8.5, 9 inches, would have been to some form of disc in your headstock. I would use my homemade disc sander. This is a 12-inch disc sander, so I could put up to 12 inches on there. I then have non-slip matting, which would go there. And yes, I've got my jewellery on and everything, because I'm not doing any turning tonight, unfortunately. And then you can then place your bowl on there as suitable. You can tell this has been well planned, can't you? Anyway, bear with me. bring up your tailstock. I don't actually want to put it in contact with the bowl now. Bring up the tailstock and then apply sufficient pressure and you have a friction fit. So then light cuts would then enable you to remove the foot to the desired design and depth that you require. So that is the other method. You can't use what I would also use, putting, excuse me, having the chuck in there. Yeah, and the method I'm talking about there is if you had a normal bowl, you'd have your chuck in there, you'd put either non-slip matting or mouse mat or whatever, and then your bowl would fit on there and you'd centre it up, bring up your tailstock to get it centre, and then once you've got it centred then you can turn your foot away. You can turn your foot away, but that of course will leave you a little nub in the middle which you can hand sand away. So there are those options if you haven't got button jaws. So hopefully that's cleared those few things up again. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Cheers now.